All right, everyone, take two. All right, everyone, today we are gonna brainstorm our 4th marking period project. Now, like I explained in the Google Meet, the primary project this marking period is gonna be a toolbox design. Like I said, this was the example toolbox. I built this many years ago, probably when I was about 20 years old, and kept my tools in here, organized them, so I could carry them around easily and store them in here. Keep everything nice and easy to move around. This is a little bit big though. Holds a lot of tools, it's kind of heavy, so we scaled it down. Gonna make a simple, small toolbox like this size. But the features of this box is gonna be made out of plywood, cut out on the CNC machine with finger jointed edges. You can see how the corners fit together. We're gonna talk a lot about how this works, this marking period, and how we cut these on the CNC machine. We're gonna be pre-drilling and putting in screws to put the handles in from the outside or from the inside. We have a nice handle on the top with a through pocket here for the handle to fit into. And that's basically it. Everyone's gonna get a box like this with the finger joints already cut, so you can just take it off the CNC machine, sand it, and fit it together. If you wanna customize, but everybody's gonna customize their own box here. So if you wanna customize perhaps the height or the shape of this, let me know before we cut it out. Everyone's gonna design a custom side. The small CNC machine is all set up so that we can just drop the side in to do the V-carving, very similar to what we did in 2nd marking period, V-carving out a rectangle. And the handles are very similar to what we did in the 3rd marking period, where we have a profile cut, and you can put anything, any design you want in here. So this is just one basic design of what the toolbox looks like. I made a second, a little more crazy designed toolbox. As you can see here, it says garden tools carved in with some sunflowers V-carved and painted. And the handles are sunflowers. You can see a profile cut. We have a V-carve slope on the leaf, profile cut around the leaves, V-carved in the petals, profile cut around the petals. Both sides of this one are the same. And we have garden tools on the side. And it's really nice, you can take this to the garden shed, put your tools in it, go do your gardening, put the tools back. You got a great way to keep it organized. So today, for brainstorming, we're gonna come up with 10 designs for this toolbox. 10, okay? We're gonna do custom side designs and handle side designs. And if you want to customize this part of the handle too, we can talk about it. This is standard and this is standard, but you're gonna have to design this and what goes in the side. And if you want to change anything else, we can talk about it. And we can paint it any colors, whatever you want to do. Both sides don't have to be the same. So you could brainstorm. Let's do a sketch right here on the whiteboard. Let's say one side you wanted to kind of be like a surfboard, and the handle goes through. And this is just sketching. So these don't have to be really beautiful sketches. So there's our side, right? So we have our surfboard, and then maybe on this side, we have like another surfboard. Here, we're gonna do like waves in the sides or something. Okay, so that's like one idea. Okay, and we're gonna come up with different sides, different carvings for the sides here, different handle designs, and we're gonna make 10 of them. And we can combine things, like maybe we like the waves, but we wanted to do like on the sides, maybe we wanted to do like dolphins. I'm really bad at drawing dolphins. I don't know why I said dolphins, but okay, so let's draw dolphins. We got a dolphin, I guess that's a dolphin. Anyway, dolphin, handle, box, waves. All right, I don't know. That's not a great sketch. But anyway, you get the idea. So we're gonna be sketching 10 different designs. Really use your imagination, come up with some cool ideas. Talk about it. Talk about these ideas with somebody else. We're gonna spend good amounts of time on this because once we start going down a path here, there's a lot of parts you can see. We're gonna be making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, many parts for this project. So we gotta think about each piece and each step, and it's kind of a combination of everything we've been talking about all year. So that's the Toolbox project, brainstorming 10 ideas. If you are all virtual this marking period and you're not coming in, because there's a lot of assembly with this, we're gonna be gluing, clamping, sanding, painting, finishing the whole thing, lots of parts. If you're all virtual this marking period and you don't have the ability to put this thing together at home, we have an alternative project to do. If you do have the ability to do it at home, you can design all these things and come pick them up and you can work on them at home. But if you are going to, let's get rid of the rest of this. There we go. Okay, option B for virtual students. We're gonna be making a sort of like a nightstand organizer. It can look like this. It's still gonna talk about joinery this marking period, but this is like a half lap joint. These pieces fit together like this, no glue or fasteners. And it's gonna sit, let's say this is the table, it sits like this on the table. And then you can put your phone or whatever on it, and you can make a little groove in the bottom for the charger and so forth. We're not just gonna make two rectangles and put it together like this simple one, okay? We're gonna go through we got a lot of designing to do for this one. So this is gonna have at least two parts. It has to have the backrest part and it has to have the support part. When you think about the support part here, based on the length that you make this will determine how far back it's gonna lean. Let's say that's the table and that's how far back we want that to lean. 90 degrees from that, this here, has to be 90 degrees. Perfectly 90 degrees there will determine how high up on this you make your cut and how long you make that edge there. You will need to draw this eventually. So this is gonna be at least two parts. And for this project, very similar, the first thing we need to do is make a list of at least 10 things, 10 items, that you could put on this to organize it. Maybe it's a spot for headphones, maybe it's a spot for your phone, maybe a spot for the wallet, maybe a spot for all the things that maybe you carry with you or on your nightstand that could use a thing to organize. We're gonna make a list of 10 items, and then we're gonna pick a few of them to incorporate into this design so that it can hold a few. So I wanna see today in brainstorming 10 items, and then using those 10 items in combination of them, using at least three, come up with 10 designs, okay? So you have your 10 items, and then using in combination 3 items from that list, come up with 10 designs of how you could organize it using this style of project organizer. If you have questions about this, ask me on the Google Meet. I will discuss all this in more detail then. But if you understand it, let's get to work. Cut. Over.